Okay. Support your local scene, support Kulturverein, support people and volunteers because they bring you culture, they bring you bands, they bring you everything. Without these people, music cannot be possible. So go to the shows, support your local scene everywhere and anywhere.
Hi, this is Jens Bumper. I'm sitting here with the hot Italian band who just played the Waldmeister Fuzz Populi. A band who had the word Fuzz in their name. They can't be bad people. No, not at all. They played an excellent show. And hey guys, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And how would you guys describe the sound?
The sounds is basically the synthesis of all our influence in music. So we go from the late 60s, then we go to more psychedelic rock of the 70s, then from the punk 77. In the 80s we do more on punkcore, then we go back into 90s and all the Seattle sound as well. It's very important for us.
Yeah. But you really had those slow parts, like remind me a little bit of Fu Manchu, Black Sabbath,
of course.
Lucia.
Yeah, we really like a lot Black Sabbath, Fu Manchu. Fu Manchu actually in Stoner is one of my favorite band, definitely, like King of the Road, super album, like they do very, very well.
Yeah, but I heard you don't like the term stoner rock, so that's not your favorite term for your music, or did I get that wrong?
I mean, stoner rock is good music, basically. It offers like the strongest tone ever, which is the fuzz pedal, which is really huge. But the point is, like, stoner rock mostly is limited to slow riff, but you can play a lot of stuff with that sound. So you can play fast, you can play slow, you can play whatever you like with the sound. So you got just a tool for that. There is more.
So you like stoner, but there's a lot of more than you describe with this word. Yeah. From which town do you guys come from?
We come from Roma, the eternal city.
Okay. And are there any brand new bands from Roma we should know here in Germany? What can you recommend?
Well, good point. Actually, there is a good noise band, but they are not playing anymore, which is called Flying Madonnas. They were really cool, but they don't play anymore.
Okay. And any new bands?
Maybe you know something more? Somebody?
Noise band. You know what? Now in Rome, we don't have a really big scene of stoner psychedelic stuff.
Yeah,
there's more movement in the squad scene, in the hardcore punk scene. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on, but since they closed a lot of venues in Italy, in general, but in Rome in particular, like there are no more cool, like very cool bands from Rome. We find it difficult even to play often in Rome. So because of that, the places are closed and very little open.
Had that something to do with the right-wing government you have right now, or
no? It's something started before, like more like. In the first 10 years, in the end of the first 10 years of the 2000, we start to lose a lot of clubs. Like before 2010, 2012, there was like 30 clubs. Now we got like just 5. So, and we have 5 million people living there. Right? So, big city.
Okay, I know. So we gotta find. We just found out they have a new pope, but not so many new bands.
Yes, the new pope. Yeah, with space.
Maybe with the new pope there will be more bands. I don't know.
Maybe you should join up with him. At least he doesn't like Donald Trump too much.
I suggest less pope and more bands.
Less pope church and more bands.
That's what I think. Yeah,
man.
So you're on tour right now.
Yes.
You just play Germany, or you're playing?
No. This is the first show in Germany of the whole tour. We started from Milan, then we play Switzerland, we play a lot of France, we play Belgium, and now we are in Germany. That it's a country that we really love to play because there is so much stuff going on. There is so much audience that like this kind of music, and it's super nice.
Okay. So I said this is a short interview, and to be honest, it is a short interview.
Yeah.
So any last words to the people who watch Jens Bumper and Small Town Depression here?
Okay. support your local scene, support Kulturverein, support people and volunteers, because they bring you culture, they bring you bands, they bring you everything. Without these people, music cannot be possible. So go to the shows, support your local scene everywhere and anywhere.
Go to concerts, have fun, and don't forget to fuzz.
Of course.
Just for the young guys, play in a band.
Yes.
Just find your friends you want to hang out with and drink some beer or whatever you want to do, but try to play some original music
Exactly.
together.
Okay.
And go on with that.
Yeah. Perfect. Support your local scene. But I have to ask one more question, and you three got to discuss which is the best fuzz pedal of all times. You really got it. Money is not count how much it costs. You guys, I just got to say which one you choose from the thousands of fuzz pedals.
Depends what kind of fuzz music you have to play with.
No, it's a Lonely Island situation.
Lonely Island situation.
The best is what you like. When you
like?
When you feel the elephant screaming, yes,
Is that
it's
fuzz
the
pedal?
right fuzz.
But for me, if I could afford it, Shinei Super Fuzz.
Okay. So we let it stand here. Thank you guys. I just
Thank
had
you.
a perfect
I see you.
Wednesday night
Thank you.
and watched the videos we just did with these guys, Fuzz Populi and Let There Be Fuzz.
Yeah!
Thank you. Yeah.